Hello, welcome to our practice. And for today's practice, if you've got a ball, a tennis ball, please grab a ball. If you don't worry. And a yoga strap or a belt will be handy for our practice. And then as always, if you do have bricks, I like to use these, I encourage you to use these, or if not, a book. So those are the props we'll need. And joining with me, starting in this seat if you can, sitting on the heels, knees are bent, or find a different position if this isn't good for your knees. Take a moment to close the eyes, grounding down through the sit bones, allowing the spine to lengthen, relaxing the shoulders. Feel a slight lift through the crown of the head. Eyelids rest, hands rest on thighs. Connecting into the breath. Take 3 deeper breaths now, in and out through the nose. And another deep breath. Staying with the eyes closed, beginning to move the hands up and down the thighs, grounding down, pressing into the thighs with the hands, feeling into the palms, into the thighs. Just allow this movement to keep going. Allowing yourself to take a moment to ground into the body. And then releasing the movement, come to rub palms together nice and briskly, vigorously even, generating warmth between palms, energy into the palms of the hands, and take that energy into the eyes, cup the eyes with the hands. Let the eyes receive the warmth and the energy you've just created. Taking a moment to let that soak into both eyes. Releasing the hands. We're coming up to stand. So grab hold of your ball and we'll place the ball on the mat and beginning to, so with one foot, choose a foot, you choose. Take the ball into the big toe. So pressing the big toe into the ball and maybe move it around the big toe slightly if you can. And then shift it over to the little toe. So little toe, and don't worry if it rolls away, just find it again and then shift it into the middle. The toes in the middle, the 3 toes. Roll it across all the toes, back and forth. We often forget about our feet. Again, grounding here and let the ball move into the arches of the feet, anywhere that feels nice. Gently, not forcing, pressing hard. Feel into the ball. Accept the ball, let the foot accept the ball. And then we'll shift over to your other foot, start at the big toe again, massage into your big toe. Shift over to the little toe, into the middle 3 toes, and again into the arches. Feeling into the foot. Same on this side, allow for some time to feel into the muscles. So many muscles. And then let's pop it fully out the way so you don't want to trip over your ball, moving the ball out of the way. So we're coming back down now onto the floor. So we need our strap for this one. So come to take the legs in front, knees are bent. And with the strap, we're going to warm up into the muscles of the legs. This one, maybe you've never done this before, so we want to take the strap onto the calf. So you choose again, doesn't matter which side, the back. So wrapping around the calf, crisscross it over the shin, and it's almost like you're trying to light a fire, where taking the strap up and down the calf, the shin. Really feel the warmth, a bit like when we rub the palms. It's amazing how we can do these different type of actions to generate warmth into the body, into the muscles. So release that and come now, same leg, come into the thigh muscles. Wrap it around the back of the thigh, crisscross over the front of the thigh, and begin your seesawing into the thigh. Try and move it up and down so you're getting all of the thigh muscle. If you need to, shift it and then go again. Generating warmth, feeling the warmth and letting go of that leg. So let's shift on to your other leg, starting wrapping behind. So you're wrapping calf muscle and then taking the action, using your arms. Go all the way up and down, not missing any part of the muscles in the lower leg. And then let's take it to the thigh muscles. Don't rush, take your time around the back, crisscross at the front, and begin into the thigh. However works, if you need to have the strap a bit longer at the front, or you can have it closer. Warming up the muscles, warm them up. And a little bit longer, and then let's go. Let's let it go even, popping the strap out to one side. Keep it though to the one side. We'll use that again in a moment. Coming now down onto the back, release down, come down. We'll take the left leg long, flex the foot, hug the right knee into the chest, squeeze it in, circle into the ankle one way, and take it the other way. Let's take a moment to release the ankle. Swapping sides, right leg releases, flexing the foot and left knee, drawing it into the chest, taking your cycles, circles one way into the left ankle and going the other way now. Letting the left ankle move and hugging the right knee back in. Just give yourself a squeeze for a moment and release the feet down. So we'll use our strap, working into the legs still for this one, taking the left leg straight up. Right leg stays as it is, or you can extend that right leg long. I'm going to keep my knee bent and I'm taking the strap and I'm holding either end and pressing now out through the heel, enjoying a stretch into the back of my leg, the left leg, the hamstring muscle. Let's open it out now. Left hand holds the strap, turning toes out to the left And opening into the pelvis, releasing the leg out to your edge. Once you've found your edge, pressing pause, pressing out through the heel, allowing for this stretch now. Where do you feel this? Breathing into the sensations. Allowing yourself to be here with your breath. When you next inhale, bringing the leg back through to center, swapping hands and out to the right. So guide the leg out, not taking it too far. You'll feel the stretch in the outer leg from the little toe all the way down the leg to the outer hip crease. So let that stretch. Let this stretch be and breathe into this stretch. Coming through center, release the foot. Take a little windscreen wiper, feels nice, and then come to the other side, taking now the right leg. So shifting and pressing out through the heel on this side. Adjust, press out through the heel, and notice how this side feels. Always pausing to notice, connect into the body. Taking another breath. And we'll open out on this side. Right hand holds the strap. Turn the toes out. Release the leg out to this side. Find your edge. Again, maybe it's not that far. That's okay. Feeling the stretch. Breathing. Still breathing in and out deeply. If you're finding it difficult to breathe, just raise the leg back up slightly to breathe again deeply. Inhale, bring the leg to center and out to the left with the left hand holding the strap. Stretching into the strong band of connective tissue all the way down the outside of your leg. I feel this deeply, I feel this, it's quite intense, so just know I'm feeling this with you. And let's bring it back to center and bring the foot down. So release it down and strap goes out of your way. Hug the knees back in, squeeze them in. Take the hands to the back of the thighs, rock up, rolling up and down the spine. Take that a few more times. Up and back again. And we're coming up. We're shifting onto hands and knees. So you can cross the legs, hands come down, and you're onto your tabletop position. Take a moment to come into all fours. Spread through the fingers. Press down through the palms. Straight arms, straight spine. Take a breath here, in and out through the nose. Taking a couple of cat-cows, so releasing the belly, gazing forward, round on your exhale. Allow the breath to move you, inhale and exhale. One more, inhale, moving the spine, rounding the spine. And we'll tuck toes. Coming into a downward facing dog, keeping the fingers spread, press into the hands, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Relaxing through the neck as you press into the hands,
Feel the energy drawing up through the arms, into the shoulders, through the spine, and then down the legs. Slowly seeing if you can lower the heels down, staying in stillness. Take 3 full deep breaths here. In and out through the nose, relaxing the head, the neck. One more breath. Looking to the hands, step it forward to your forward bend, release into your forward bend. See if you can relax the hips. We often store stress and tension in the hips, allowing the hips to soften in your forward bend. To come up, allow the knees to bend, press into the feet, arms wide, up overhead, and bring it down, the hands to the chest. Half sun salutation, inhale, sweep arms back up overhead, hinging at the hips, fold it forward, forward bend, release, back over the legs, inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins, press, gaze forward slightly, and fold it forward. Come with the feet slightly wider. We'll come into our squat. So releasing the hips down if you can, otherwise taking a high squat. Press the palms together. We'll move back into forward fold. Release the hands, lift the hips, come back up, release the head. Go back into your squat. Sinking hips down, pressing the palms together. Come back into your forward fold, lifting, straightening the legs. Once more, squat, release, and hold for a breath. Squeezing the glutes together. Release hands, lift up hips, bring the feet back to hip width. Feet parallel. Take 3 halfway lifts, lift and lengthen the spine, exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, exhale. One more, inhale, exhale. Coming back up to stand, arms reach, and exhale, hands through the center line. This time we'll take a full sun salutation. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale. Step to plank, taking both feet back. Plank position. Kick out through the heels. Come into your downward facing dog. Looking to the hands, step between the hands, fold it forward. Coming back into your squat, take those feet wider, toes turn out, sinking the hips down, pressing the palms together. Lift up the hips, come back with the feet to hip width, feet parallel, fold it forward. One more halfway lift. Fold it forward, step it back to your plank, kick out through both heels. Lower knees down, all fours. Left leg, just left leg lifts, knee stays bent, lifting the left leg here. Hold. And with the left foot, step it to the outside of the left hand. So we're coming into our lizard. Back knee staying down, either staying up on fingertips, if that feels enough, or use bricks for a bit more height. If you've got the space in the body, release down onto forearms. See where you can come to. Accept where you come to in this position and breathe. Breathe deeply.
If you lowered, lift back up and lift up the back knee. Take the right foot to the outside of the right hand, squat position. Into your squat again at the top of your mat. Squeezing glutes together. Release hands, come back to your forward fold, feet back to hip width, release. Rise back up, arms reach up overhead, standing tall and releasing it down through the center line. We'll go to the other side. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, forward fold. Release forward. This time we're stepping it back to a high plank. Kick out through both heels, creating a strong line from the crown of the head all the way down to the heels. Shift into your downward facing dog. Seeing if the heels can release back and down. Not looking forward, we're releasing the knees, come to your all fours to come to the other side. So we're taking the right leg, lift the right knee out, hold with the right leg lifted, knees bent, and step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Help it if you need to. Find your lizard, straight the knee, the back leg, the left leg, the knee stays down. And lizard position on this side. See where you can come to, staying upright. It's absolutely fine. Or if you're lowering forearms, lower down. Take another breath. Lifting up if you lowered and lifting the back leg, knee raises up, looking forward, stepping left foot to the outside of the left hand. So either taking a squat down if you've had enough, that feels too much, go to your higher squat, hands on thighs. Stay wherever you are in your squat. Fold it forward, forward bend. And take a moment to come back into your forward bend, softening into the hips. Shift the weight slightly into the toes. Rise up to stand. Arms reach overhead and releasing. Hands down through the center line. Okay, we'll come into some standing postures. I'm just going to place, I always like to have one brick at either end. So if you've got two, have two, and we're coming into a standing sequence. So to begin with, we'll stand in the center of the mat, and then if you've only got the one brick, we're going to take the right foot. So let's have the brick to the right side. And we'll jump or option to just step with the feet. So don't jump if there's anything going with the hips, the knees, or the ankles. Be kind to yourself. Fingertips at the throat. Inhale for star jump. Jump, star jump. Feet are parallel to begin with. We're reaching out through fingers. Turning the right foot to the top of the mat. Into your triangle position with the legs, straight legs, strong in the legs. Reach forward with the right fingers, reach, lengthen. Release the hand down to the shin. Rise up with the left arm. Reaching up with the left fingers, gazing out to the side. Holding here, taking up space. Feel like you're taking up space in the room with your triangle pose. Inhale, arms come up. Bend into the front knee, take the forearm, front forearm to the thigh. Reach the left arm, reach and stretch into your left side. All the way from fingers down to the back heel. Take another breath, soften into the neck. Inhale, rise back up with the arms. Stepping the left foot forward slightly, And with your brick, or if you haven't got one, just come down onto fingers. So shift the weight into the right foot, keep the knee bent, take the brick further away so you've got space for the shoulder, lifting up the left leg into half moon, raising the top arm up, fingertips up towards the ceiling, staying here, opening out through the hip, kick out and press out through the lifted foot. Strong in both legs. Stay here. One more breath, just as you are. And slowly, slowly lower the back leg. Turn the feet and bring feet together, heel toe feet in together. Take a moment in your Tadasana, standing tall, closing the eyes, coming back to the breath, pausing. And we'll take it to the other side. So either jumping or just come to your wide-legged stance. Hands together, fingers together, lifted through the elbows. Inhale, star jump, open. And that should, with star jumping like that, it should bring even weight into both feet. Turning the left toes, swapping if you've just got the one brick, so you've got it to this side for your half moon. So find your stance, find the width. If you need to adjust wider or shorter, both legs are straight. Reach through left, fingers reach forward. Hand comes down to shin. And right arm this time up, reaching up to create a make space. Stay with the gaze out to the side. Feel expansive. Breathe into the space. Inhale through center, rising back up with the arms, bending front knee, forearm comes down. Reach arm up overhead, feel side, extended side angle. Reaching, keeping the chest open, pressing into the back heel. Inhale, rise up, arms wide, stepping the back foot forward slightly. Shift your brick out to the left slightly forwards. Just allow for space for the shoulder and lift back leg when you're ready. Rise up with the right arm and flex into the lifted foot. Half moon. Taking some deeper breaths in and out through the nose. One more breath here. And slowly let that back foot come down. Release it down. So stay wide-legged, toes are turned out more, and we're coming into our goddess, bending into the knees, squatting down, rest the hands on the thighs, feel the fire in the thighs. Let the thighs really work here, sinking the hips down. Inhale, arms rise up, palms together, straighten the legs. Come back into your goddess, come into cactus arms. Open the chest, hold with cactus arms. Inhale, back up, arms straighten, legs straighten. Back once more into cactus, bending through the elbows, open through the chest. And rise it back up. Reach arms. Come together with the feet, heel toe them in. Interlace the fingers, press the palms away. Come onto the heels and allow yourself here to stretch into the whole body, onto the balls of the feet, pressing out through the palms. And then let's come down, release it down, arms down. Come back to your wider stance. And we'll bring, so have hands on hips, slide it down here so you can bring the hands down. And then here, we're bending into the right knee. Left foot is flat. Bring the hands over to the right toes if you can. Press the left foot down, look at the left foot. Come through, center, straighten leg. Shift over to the other side, left knee bends. Press into the right foot. Feel the stretch. Through center, straighten. Hands over to the right toe. Press the left foot down. Keep going with those. Through center, left. Fingers to the left foot. Press into the right foot. Once more on each side. Through center. Hands over to the right toes. Press left foot, look at left foot. Come through center to the other side. Fingers to the left foot. And pressing the right foot, looking at the right foot. Come through center. Fold it forwards. Release it forwards. Allow yourself to fold. Hang, allowing gravity to help here. Taking one more breath. And lift up halfway, so hands come out, lift up the spine, halfway lift. Bring the feet in. We'll do one more squat, I promise. So feet in slightly, big toes turned out. And then press the palms together. Press the upper arms into the legs. Seeing if you can open a little deeper into the hips now. Gaze just slightly down. And release the hands. Come down to seat. Take the legs out long. Just give those legs a shake out. Release the legs. And then let's come into a twist. So we're going to bend the right knee. Bend the right knee. And if you can, take the left foot to the right outer thigh. So pressing that down. And here we're going to hug the left leg. Hug it, or you can place the right elbow to the inside, the outside of the thigh, the left thigh, and reach up with the left arm, and we'll take the left hand down behind the back, place the fingertips down, and we're twisting to the left, holding your twist. Take another breath. Release to center, so swap the legs. Left knee bends, left leg comes down to the floor. Right foot steps over, so you're in your other position with the legs. And same here, either left arm hugs the knee, or if you can, it's a bit deeper, left elbow to the outside of the right thigh. Choosing which one you're taking, right arm rises, and bring that down behind the back, twisting on this side. Allow the spine, the upper spine, the neck to twist. Taking another breath here. And let's unravel through to center. Bring the knees together. Have the hands as support either side. Release knees, windscreen wiper knees from side to side. Releasing the hips. Bring the knees to the left, and we're straightening out the right leg. Press out through the foot. Sweep the leg up as it comes to the other side. Rebend the knee and release both knees out to the right. Left leg straightens. Press out through the foot. Sweep it up. Let the knees come to the other side, left and right leg straightens. We'll do it once more on each side, sweeping to this side. Both legs are to the right and left leg straightens out. Sweep it straight and come down to that side. We'll come through center. Come through center, take a cross leg, and we'll come into a side bend. And right hand out from the hip, place it down, bend into the elbow, reach the left arm up, and take your side bend, your seated side bend, reaching through the left fingers, keeping the chest open. Swapping sides, left hand comes down, and rising, reaching with the right arm. Left hand down, left elbow bends. Maybe creep the left hand out further. Breathing into the right ribs. And come through center, through center. We're coming down onto the back, so have your bricks to hand. If you've only got one, that's okay. Or if you've got a bolster, we're coming down onto our backs. So hands by the feet slide down through the spine. Take it steady to release down onto the back body. And we'll take a restorative bridge. So hopefully you've got some bricks or books or a bolster. So I'm going to take, so if you've only got one, that's fine to come into restorative with one brick, placing the brick underneath the sacrum and rest down. If you've got two, go a little bit higher, or maybe you want to stay lower. So see where you want to come to with the hips lifted. Again, underneath the sacrum, the pelvis, and the hands down by the side, palms facing up, feet hip width apart. And just noticing as the heart is above the head, so the head is lower than the heart. Maybe noticing a shift as you come into this restorative position. And here, really see if you can allow the belly to spread, releasing any tension in the belly. Allow yourself to be here, not having to do anything, not having to be anywhere. Coming back to the breath, feeling the sensations of your breath. We'll stay here for another minute or so, soothing into your nervous system, allowing it to regulate. Staying for a little bit longer. Three more breaths. Deepen the breath before you come out. Take a deeper inhale and exhale. to come out. Lift up the hips, shift your prop out of the way and release back down onto the back. We'll take a twist. So let's take the arms out wide, spread out through the arms, and then I'll give you some options for your twist. Releasing knees straight out to the left if you want to come into an easier twist, or if you want to take it a bit deeper, right leg, back of right thigh, wraps over the front of the left thigh, and we're releasing legs out to the left. And maybe you're turning the head, looking out over the right arm. If that feels too much, stay with the gaze up towards the ceiling. Relaxing into your shoulders and really letting go of the weight of the legs, letting go of any gripping. A couple more breaths. Still breathing in and out deeply. Inhale, legs through, center swap. So either legs just release to the right, both as they are, or left leg, back and left thigh crosses, presses against the right, front of right thigh, and we're releasing legs down to the right slowly. Softening back into the shoulders with each exhalation, breath soften, twisting, turning the head if you're turning the head out, looking across the left arm, closing the eyes. Breathing into the belly, exhaling navel towards spine. Two more breaths. Come through center, inhale back through center. Taking the knees into the chest, hug them in. And let's take a happy baby. Knees come wide and release. So legs, feet up towards the ceiling. And hands can rest on back of the thighs, heavy into the hands. Hold calves or reach feet. See where you come to for your happy baby. Keeping the spine long. So checking the chin's not jutting up towards the ceiling. Lengthen out through the neck. If the tailbone's really lifted, the lower back's lifted, just allow the heels to come together slightly and feel the lower back release down. Staying in your happy baby. Bring the legs back together. We'll just finish off. So we're crossing the back of the right thigh over the left, front of the left. And see here if you can come and hold the feet. So just taking another stretch into the hips. So we're holding the outer arches, outer side of the foot. One more breath. And then swapping, so left, back of left thigh over front of right thigh. And see if you can hold the feet. If you can't, don't worry. If you can, take hold again of the feet. Pause to notice and stretch. Deeper stretch. Release. Hug knees in and rocking from side to side. Rock. Ending with a bit more movement. Any other movements that you fancy taking, allow yourself to come into one final pose. Otherwise, rocking from side to side with me, letting the back of the head move. And then find your way into Shavasana. Always, though, taking a moment to pop on layers. You've always got the time to get warm, get comfortable. So do grab your blanket, any extra jumpers, socks, and let yourself come down onto your back when you are ready for the most important part of the practice, relaxation, your time to rest, the body, the mind after your movements, allowing for the gifts of your practice with Shavasana. Relaxing into the feet, releasing any tension in the legs. Allow the legs to be heavy. Softening into the hips. Releasing into the belly. Releasing into the rib cage. Soften into the ribs. Relax your armpits. Relax shoulders. Let go of the arms, softening elbows, softening wrists. Releasing into the back of the body, the lower back and the upper back. Releasing the back of the head, softening into your scalp. Allowing the brow to widen, space between the eyebrows, softening into the space. Letting the eyes sink deep into their sockets. Relaxing your cheeks, your jaw, your chin. Softening into the throat. Relaxing the central nervous system. Allowing the whole body to completely relax. The whole body is completely relaxed. Taking some more time to rest. back to noticing all the sounds you can hear inside the room and outside the room. Taking some deeper breaths in and out through the nose. And with the movement here, I invite you to press the tip of the thumb to the tip of the index finger, press. Change, thumb presses to the middle finger, press into the ring finger, thumb, ring finger, press, thumb to little finger, tips, press. Go again. Pressing thumb to index finger, middle finger, feel, press to ring finger, to little finger. And allow any other movements, moving the body, taking your time to come out of your relaxation. Hugging knees into the chest. And letting yourself roll out to one side with the knees bent. Pausing in this nurturing position for a moment longer. A moment to notice. And I invite you to come up to seated, to close our practice together. Bringing the palms together at the chest, thumbs to the sternum, and release the head down. And taking a moment for appreciation and contemplation for the state you are in right now. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.